honoring our own voices.
Al mismo tiempo darnos honor a nuestras propias voces.
Because what does landless people's movement look like?
¿Cómo se ve el movimiento de la gente sin tierra?
It looks like our brothers and sisters in Chiapas.
Se ve como nuestros hermanos y hermanas en Chiapas.
Our brothers and sisters in the Shack Dwellers Union in South Africa.
Nuestros hermanos y hermanas en the Shack Dwellers.
The landless people's movement in Brazil.
El movimiento de gente sin tierra en Brasil.
And all of us.
Y todos nosotros.
This is Community Newsroom.
Esto es Sala Comunitaria.
We're actually making media.
Estamos haciendo noticias.
So the first thing we start up is who and how do we make media?
Primero es cómo y quién hace medios.
And we start by actually seizing a media space.
So vamos a agarrar este espacio de noticias.
And by telling our own story.
Y contar nuestra propia historia.
So we're going to ask y'all, because y'all are media makers.
So vamos a preguntar a cada uno.
So basically, Poor Magazine is indigenous people-led, poor people-led, which was started right here by my sister and her mother when they were both living houseless here in America, as many of us have experienced, or we know people that have experienced that. What we do at Poor Magazine is basically we do media. We think that media is a powerful tool that right now is being used against the oppressed people, especially corporate media, where you have corporate media always talking about our people, but never giving the tools for our people to speak for themselves. And so we do journalism. We also have a web page where we publish articles.
My name is Lucy. My struggle is that I was born, with all due respect, I was labeled gringa. And I was born in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, which now is a USA colony. And my people are blind back home.
That's right.
They're blind.
That's right.
We look up to the Americanos.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco.
Life and the bullshit of trying to survive houseless in the gentrified Bay Area. So Papa Bear, take it away.
Hi, I'm a Delaware youth known as Papa Bear. The sit-lie law in my area is still going strong. Matter of fact, I have another count of 6 tickets. And Black and White came and told me, after they checked my name, I've got 19 warrants.
Hey, let's get it.
That's humorous to me, okay? Because I don't go to court. I mean, come on. I have to sleep on this sidewalk. I make room for a wheelchair to go through, therefore I'm not blocking it. Duh. Okay. Now, sorry guys. What's important now is that a buddy of mine and I decided 2 years ago to get a suit against the cab companies. The way they do people, the way they won't pick people up, especially at night if there's a darker way of persuasion, and how rude they are, how they treat passengers and people. They're just elderly gentleman who comes to Mel's Diner on Venice and Gary where I panhandle. He's on a walker and he shuffles his feet and he moves very slowly. So it's been 2 years now. When he shows up, I help him out of a cab and into a cab. Couple Sundays ago, he showed up. He finished eating. The cab arrived, which happens to be Luxor cab, and I helped him to the cab, opened the door so he could hold on to it and stabilize himself. Because normally I have to basically physically pick him up and to get into the cab so he can sit down. He doesn't have the power in his legs. He's holding on to the door. I fold the walker. The driver had opened the trunk. He's standing by the trunk. I put the walker in. I'm pulling my hand out. He slams the trunk. Catches my hand. And I said, "Ow, you slammed my hand in the trunk." He said, "Call 911." And jumped in the cab and drove away. I'm bleeding, I'm holding my hand. I decided to look at it. I raise it up and look at it, and half of my middle finger is gone. It was enough force to sever half of my finger off. And I'm in shock because I've never had a member taken from me. 18 months in Vietnam, I've got shrapnel in my legs, bullet wounds, but nothing missing. Okay, I hobbled down to my camp, which is in the it happened in front of the Opal Hotel, which is next door to Mel's Diner. That alley I sleep in. I go down that alley, I'm sitting at my camp. One of the people I take care of down there saw my hand and went to flag down to black and white. Flag down to black and white came. And I said, "What's the problem?" I said, "Look." He said, "Oh my God." So he takes pictures, he's taking my statement, and another black and white shows up. Okay, it stops. I show him my hand. A gray, we call it a gray ghost. 4-door gray car, undercover. They show up. I showed him my hand, and the driver starts laughing to beat all Houdini. I don't swear, so, And I said, "It's not funny. Look at my finger's gone, And he's still laughing. So he takes a picture of it. I'm like, wow. The first black and white has called the fire department paramedics. They show up. The second black and white goes and looks around the area and found the other part of my finger. It fell by the curb somehow, and they brought it down. The paramedics put it on ice. They took me to Davies Hospital over in the Castro, who's supposed to specialize on putting back members and nerves. We get there, the doctor sees me, and he can't put the member back on because it's too damaged. So it just saw up my finger. Now my middle finger is shorter than all the rest of them and hurts like Houdini. They gave me 2 prescriptions, one for antibiotics and one for pain. The antibiotics was $20 at Walgreens and whatever that
San Francisco, gentle